This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning and welcome to INCRadio Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio. I am Elisa Mojica with another host with us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lionel Ornado.
Hello. And we actually have a guest for this morning if he could introduce himself.
Hi everyone, my name is Brother Gian Lazaro from the locale of Bowie.
Ooh, shout out Bowie. Okay. So we are here today because we are going to talk about cars. But we aren't professionals. But we will be sharing what we know and the basic things we learned about our cars. And that is why our title this morning is Car Talks, but make it simple for me to understand a little bit better. So before we get it started, let's check our live chat, our early birds in the chat. Okay, so we have Brother Brian Torres, happy listening from Washington, D.C., and would like to greet my beautiful wife, Roseanne, and our gorgeous daughter, Win, and Sister Christina Lazaro. Good morning, brother. Good morning, Paul brethren. Happy long weekend. Greetings from the local congregation of Bowie. And we also have Brother Ace Tapang. Good morning, everyone from Anne Arundel. And Sister Seth Magallanes. Good morning, Paul brethren. Happy viewing from the local congregation of Washington, D.C. Shout out to everyone in our chat this morning, Sister Landulai, Brother Josh Lugtu, Sister Gracita Morris, and Brother Bruce Vaughn. So shout out to them. So for this next segment, to wake us up a little bit, we will be playing a word search. So if we could have that showed on the screen. Let's see. So there will be 4 hidden words. Let's see how quick our panel can guess this. And if you can't see it clearly right now on your meet, maybe you can take out your phone to see it clearly. Let me see.
There's words in here.
Yes.
I was
There
thinking
are
the same thing.
4 words that are relating to our topic. So keep that one in mind.
So we're talking about cars, car care, car talk, but keep it simple.
Ooh, we have an answer from Brother Ace.
I think
Brother Ace is quick because he's used to these word searches every week.
They see the first one.
Mm-hmm. Do you see the first one? It's like...
Yeah.
I see it.
I think I see it too.
Wait, what words do you see?
I see gas.
Ooh, yes. That's one.
That counts, right? Yeah. 3-letter word.
One. But the word that Gian said, that's actually not the comment people were talking about. But I'm surprised you got gas.
Yeah.
I saw the one that the ones in the comments are talking about.
Which is
garage. It's up
there
there in
you
the
go.
top.
There's the second word.
Oh, okay. I see that now. Yeah.
Okay, we have garage
That's 2 words.
and gas. Can you find the third and fourth?
Wait, where's gas?
It's like
top.
second to last, top.
Oh, I see
Top
it. I see
right.
gas.
Yeah.
Wow, this is hard.
I'm seeing a lot of garage and gas.
Yeah.
But I'll give you a hint for one of the words. It starts with a B.
Are any of them backwards?
Uh,
Starts with a B.
Yeah.
In relation to cars.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
There's
it is backwards. I see it.
There's 2 words that starts with a B. Okay. Ooh, I'm still waiting for the chat. Actually, I want the chat to get.
Okay, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut here.
Did you find the 2 words, Gian?
I saw one.
Okay. Let's try to look for the other B word.
Okay.
Let's see if you guys can. Oh, we have Brother Jaster in the chat. Oh, and Brother Brian. He found the Brother Brian and Brother Bruce. They saw the words, the other two words. And we
Hmm.
also have
I
Brother
found it too.
we have Brother Han Solo. He said the four answers. So can you
Oh,
guys say the four words?
so
So we
for
got
sure we have
garage.
garage.
There's
Yeah,
gas.
we have
I
gas.
found the word brake.
Oh, you found brake. I found battery.
Ooh, okay. At least you guys got those two. Okay,
Combine
okay, that was
it out.
fun. I was excited. I was literally waiting for
Uh,
the chat to say all the four. Okay, so
Oh,
that is
there's
our
battery.
that
yeah,
is
that one was
our
hard. I saw it. I was like, oh,
icebreaker. Yes, so that was those are the answers on the screen. Thank you to everyone that participated in the chat as well. So now, for our main discussion, we will be talking about cars. Like what I said, we aren't professionals. We will be sharing our knowledge, and also for our chat, if you do know about cars, feel free to share them because we'd love to read those. Okay, so for Gian and Lionel, do you remember the first time you had to take care of your car? Let's start with Gian.
yeah. I think it was. I was younger. I think I was around 14. My brother's into cars, and older brothers they tend to bring their younger brothers into things. So one day he asked me to come out. He was like, "Yo, can you help me out with something?" So I came out and then turned into a 4-hour brake job.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that was my first, I guess, hands-on experience with
Hmm.
um, car maintenance. Yeah.
Mm. So you think after that experience, you kind of wanted to have an interest in cars, or it was later on after that?
Yeah, for sure. After that, when I first tried it out, I think that's when I had an interest. I was like, oh, it's pretty easy. When once you break things down and go step by step, it's pretty straightforward. And I was like, oh, I'm
Mm,
able to do it. So yeah, got into cars after that. Yeah.
interesting. What about you, Lionel?
My first car experience probably wasn't um as extensive as Gian's. Um, it was with my first car, and well, I would be doing it for like my parents. I'd help them out with like checking the oil and whatnot, checking belts, filters, and all just basic car maintenance that we should all be doing, right? And we should all be doing on a frequent basis. And so it helped my dad out and kind of learned by just helping him. It's one of those moments where you're like you hold the light for them,
Oh,
and your dad's like, no, 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 hold it this way, no, this way.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's so true. Yeah, it starts with the older ones that ask for help. That's so true. So how much do you actually know about your own car? Like you know when it's time to fix something up, Gian.
I think for me, I keep a notes of my maintenance. So for me at least, I try to do at least every 10,000 miles. I do an oil change and then I rotate the tires and all of that. And during that time, I also check my tires and make sure that it's still gripping on the road and
Mm.
not slipping. So yeah, I think that's what I do for maintenance every 10,000, which is roughly around probably like 3 to 4 months for me.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we got to make sure our tires grip because especially now that we're getting into the colder months.
exactly.
With the
Oh
colder months
yeah.
here,
Yeah.
that means snow is going to be coming around.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. That's very important.
Hmm.
Yeah, it can get slippery outside. What about you, Lionel? You think you know your car pretty well?
Um, this might sound bad, but if it doesn't sound, if it, so I do normal maintenance, of course, but how I know that there's something wrong with a car, if it makes a sound usually doesn't make.
Well,
You
you
just
wait
have
for
to
that
turn up your
sound.
music.
It depends on how much I have in my bank account.
Oh, that's
The
true. You
lower it is,
also
the
have
louder the music.
That's so true. You
Mhm.
also have to consider budgeting too, because it can be pretty
Exactly.
pricey. So
Mhm.
how often do you clean your car?
Me personally, I try to keep it clean because it it it's kind of a hassle to get those like if you get any deep stains in there, it's a bit of a hassle.
So what
Yeah.
about Gian?
Yeah, I agree with Lionel. Like, you want to tackle those deep stains as soon as possible, or else they're just gonna be there for the entirety of the life of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think just having a trash bag in the car is very helpful for those miscellaneous items, so that
Mm-hmm.
they don't just pile up.
Yeah, that's true. I should do that. Like keep something, even a box, if you want to leave something in your car, like extra clothes, just keep it organized. I think that's a great hack. So, do you prefer automatic car washes or washing by hand? For me, I like automatic. You just go inside, you just go pay and go inside. But there's also some people like, oh, they're not really cleaning it, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that. But also, yeah, on the other side of it, when you use an automatic car wash, you don't know how often they clean the bristles out,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the stuff that they use there. So sometimes they can cause like swirls. If you're really into the nitty-gritty of your like car paint, they cause swirls on there. So I prefer doing hand wash, but I also see the other side of it where it's easier and quicker to do the automatic. Um, but as often as I can, I try to do hand wash when the
Oh,
weather's
wow.
nice.
Interesting. What about Lionel?
I would very much prefer a hand wash, but there's just places that I know that they do like hand wash your car for you. It kind of goes through like the conveyor belt style, but instead of machines doing it, it's actual people doing it. I really like those ones because you know that they're really getting in there without scratching the paint, like what Gian said.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
What's your hack for keeping the inside of your car clean? I know Gian said keeping a small trash bag. But do you guys have anything else that you guys do to keep it clean inside?
Me personally, whatever I put in that car, I usually take out. Like, I don't leave bags in there. I don't leave like, um, well, I leave like the car snacks in there, but like in the hotter months, I tend to like take them out.
Hmm.
Yeah, right now I'm like trying to think of what's in my car, and it's pretty empty.
Oh wow, that's good. Well, for me, um, I was told to always clean the car, but sometimes you just want to go home right away. But I do have water bottles in there, so it is a good hack to if you leave stuff there, just take it with you just to keep your car clean. So,
Yeah. I think for me, a good hack is having a portable vacuum for those quick messes. You can just keep it in the car, and then whenever you have something small or you drop a bag of chips or something, you can get the small particles
mm,
out really quickly, rather
noted.
than
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll do that. Do you keep anything in your truck for like a just in case scenario? Maybe clothes, like what I said.
I I have a case of water in my car
Mm,
because like there's be sometimes where like oh I'm out of water. I'm in the middle of a road trip or like I got or like whatnot. Like oh just this case of water. It's pretty cheap to just keep one in the car.
yeah, I agree with that. I think that's a. I think I'm gonna start doing that. Thank you, Lionel. um, for me, I keep a um it's like this square box, it's a jump starter essentially. It's like a power bank that you charge up and you can jump start your car, I think, one time, um and then it'll like go out of battery. But yeah, that's what I keep in my car most times, just in case.
Oh,
uh
for me, I just remembered just in case for me, we have like air this machine for
Like an air pump.
yeah,
yeah,
for the
yeah,
wheel just in
Yes.
case. Yeah, so I think that's very important because sometimes you don't know. You could be in a road trip, sometimes anything can happen. So
Yeah, I was just
Exactly.
about to say that because um, mine actually just died, so I have to go get a new one.
Oh
But it's
man.
very like useful. Say like,
Yeah.
um, you come out in the morning or something or it's like some odd hour that's it's too your tire's too flat to go anywhere.
Hmm.
And you just gotta turn on your car, plug it in, and then it'll run it for himself.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
convenient. And we have a comment from Brother Ace Tapang. He said, wait, actually, let me read this question first. So, how often should someone really check their oil? And then we have Brother Ace. He said, wait for the check engine light.
Wait till it starts making noises. That's how you know there's no more
Oh
oil.
no. That
So,
means it's too late.
how often do you change your oil?
For me, like I said earlier, at least I try to do every 10,000 miles. Life gets busy and you miss it sometimes, but I check it regularly because sometimes cars do burn oil, and you don't ever want it going underneath the oil line. So if you don't know, there's a oil stick that goes into your engine, and if you check that, there's two lines. One is the maximum and one is the minimum. You never want it to go under. So if you see it's
Mm.
under, it's time to either get an oil change or get more oil to top it off. Yeah.
What is, I don't know if you can answer this, but what is the purpose of an oil? The oil.
Yeah, so the oil, what it does is it lubricates all of the mechanical and all of the pieces in the engine so that it is able to complete all of its functions properly. When it ages, it typically turns black because all of the carbon that goes in there. Um, so regularly you want that changed. It's kind of like, how would I say this? Like changing underwear, right? You don't want it to keep using the same thing. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah,
What about Lionel? Do you get your oil changed often?
Every 10,000 miles or when the maintenance required message comes on, it
Mm.
reminds me. But yeah, you ever see just a slight side tangent because we asked like, what's the purpose of the oil? I remember I was at this one mechanic's shop getting my like car maintenance done, and they had this display where it showed the difference between a gears with oil and gears without, and you could definitely tell as you turn the gears with oil, it's much smoother and it runs a lot easier. So the oil is very, very important for like mechanical stuff, especially for like metal on metal. That's
Mm.
yeah,
very important.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, got it. And how when you get your gas, do you fill it up when it's only half or when it's really like close to empty? Because for me, I like testing my car. I like waiting for it to be really close to empty.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
You can go ahead, Lionel.
Um, so my mom had this habit actually of whenever it gets to half, she would always go to the gas station to fill it up. And so it kind of that habit kind of rubbed off on me because there's been a couple of times as well where, oh, I'm out of gas or like I'm low on gas. And now you're like thinking like, okay, if this much of the dial gets me this far, can I make it to the gas station? And it's always not. It's always. I was gonna say it's always a fun time, but we all know it's not.
Yeah, I agree. I strive to be like you, I know, but more often than not, I see myself being the one where I'm like, the range, it's on zero. I need to go now. That means, yeah.
Hmm.
And especially being with family, right? You never want it to be that if there's an emergency, that they need to use a car and they can't use it, they have to go to a gas station, right?
Oh wow,
So
wait.
yeah,
That actually changed my perspective real quick because I never thought of it like that way because we live close to a gas station. So I'm like, okay, I could literally just get gas
yeah,
whenever I
there you
need
go.
to. But it's like what you said, if it's an emergency, we really have to go
Mhm.
and then there's no gas and then we have to make a stop. So that's like, oh, extra time. So, okay, got it. So, what is your best way to save money for gas or any maintenance?
Yeah, I can start with this one. So for me, it's going to those bulk stores that have memberships. If you already have a membership for them, the gas is really cheap. And then also, what I found out recently, they sell oil. So if you do your own oil, it's really cheap. The oil at these big brand like bulk stores, it's really cheap.
Oh.
So you can get uh, two oil changes worth for the price of one, essentially. There, yeah. So I
Oh
think
wow.
that's
I
my
didn't know that. I knew about the gas thing, but I didn't know about the oil. Okay.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, they do sell like motor oil in like those bulk stores, and it's usually per liter it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Um, for me, it's the use of technology. So I don't know if they do it for all map apps, but I know that for the one that I use, sometimes it tells you what the price is at that gas station. So if you're like looking around for like the probably the cheapest one, it's like a balance of uh cost to quality. So it really helps. You're like, okay, like, how far can I drive and where's the cheapest one?
Mm, true. What about like when you have to fix a car when you were starting? What's a car fix you thought was hard, but it was actually pretty easy?
Hmm.
Got everyone thinking in here. I feel
Gian, do
like
you have one?
I think Gion's having technical difficulties right now.
Oh, uh-oh. All right, I'll fill in the silence for now. Is actually my previous car, which was a straight up gas car. Um, I brought it to the mechanic because what would happen is whenever I would start the car, and if I didn't keep the the engine at a certain RPM of like of its revving,
Mhm.
I don't know what's the best way to explain it. If I don't keep it at a certain RPM, it would just shut down.
Mm,
So when I brought it to the mechanic, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is just a simple fix. I can show you so that you can save money." I really love him in his shop because um, we've been going to them for years, and they're like, "Yeah, this is going to cost you $50 just for me to clean it. You might as
mhm,
well be able to do it yourself. So I'll teach you." So he
mhm,
taught me. All I had to do was it's just like those. It's like a spring. What is it? Spring ring that you just pinch and it'll loosen up.
uh-huh,
All I had to do was just clean the inside of that hose, put it back in, and it's fine. Because what would happen is there's a sensor along that line where it would check, and as the engine runs, it gets dirty inside the engine. That it would cover that sensor, and it would think, oh, there's not enough air or something, or there's too much air. I forgot what it was because it was in my previous car.
oh,
There's not enough of something, or there's too much of something. I need to lower down the air intake, and it would just kill itself.
mhm.
So that $50 for every time I would bring it, he saved
Oh.
me like that $50 every time I would bring it
Yeah,
to the.
for me, I think mine, I didn't know how I didn't know jump starting the car is actually pretty easy. It's literally just like a battery with a battery. It's like negative with negative, positive, positive. So it's pretty simple. So Gian's back.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties.
And so our question was, what's a car fix you thought was hard, but it ended up being pretty easy?
I think like I said earlier in the beginning, it was the brake job. You know, when you hear brake job, you're like, oh my goodness, like, all right, I'm gonna offload that to someone else. But once you go through the motions and you figure out the steps, and you have all of the tools, I think the tools also is an important part. Those are fairly easy, and also spark plugs. Those are those are really easy.
Hmm.
I
And
should have to be more like Gian.
I know, right? I need to.
Yeah.
It's actually as you grow up, you realize how important it is to actually maintain your car and make sure everything's doing well. Even if it's like it's been a car for many years, as long as it gets you to point A to point B, you're good. So, yeah. But what's your favorite thing about maintaining your car overall?
I think for me, it's just knowing that I know what I put in there. If I know I put quality parts, then I have the peace of mind to myself, that I know that it's quality parts. We don't, when you put it into a car shop, you don't know what they're putting in there, which, I mean, yeah, we could assume the best, but knowing for sure what you put in there is, I think, what gives me the peace of mind.
Mm. Lionel?
For me, favorite thing about maintaining my car is knowing that it's well maintained. Because right, being able to do it being able to do it yourself is like for sure, like 100% sure that it's the like it's what was it? What yeah, what Gian said basically. Like
Okay.
it's quality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
exactly.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry. I did want to when we were on the topic of what was it? Like tips,
Uh-huh.
favorite things that we like to do with our car. Something I learned actually. I don't know if this is for all tires, but there's a quick way to check the tread on the tires without like going to a tire shop and whatnot. Is that if one is like there's this penny trick or something, but I learned of a way to do it without the penny, where is inside inside the treads there's like that little nub in there, and usually when the tread gets down to that nub, that's when you should replace it soon. I was like, oh, that's what that's for.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I
Wow.
didn't know that until like a few years ago. I'm like, oh, this is now I know. Now I don't have to
Yeah.
wait for it to see if I slip on the road.
The more you know. Okay. So before we let you go, thank you for joining us in our discussion this morning. We actually learned a few things and how important it is to keep our car maintaining our car. But before we let you go, would you like to share your special greetings, Gian?
Yeah, I'd like to make a special shout out to the locale of Bowie. I know we have some brethren in the chat right now, as they typically do. Shout out to Kodrick, our resident minister, and shout out to my family. I know they're watching as well. I know my mom's always in the chat. Ka Cristia Lopo.
Yeah, she
Yes.
did put in a chat saying shout out to my son Gian Lazaro of hashtag Bowie.
There you go.
And for Lionel, who has shout outs and greetings.
I just want to give a shout out to my locale of Anne Arundel. I'll see you all later tonight.
And that is a wrap for today's episode. But before we go, we'd like to extend our heartfelt thanks to those who make it all possible. For their unstoppable support, we'd like to thank our INC Radio Washington, D.C. family for supporting our broadcast, especially to Brother Sidney R. Santos, our district supervising minister, Brother Richard Soterio, our assistant district minister, Brother Ajay Dulai, our district CFO overseer, Brother Tyler Worthen, our district multimedia advisor, Brother Emmanuel Andaya, our executive producer, Brother Wally Tarai, our station manager, and our dedicated INC Radio Quitex here and in the Philippines. We would like to give our special thanks and greetings to Brother Angelo Irano Vimanalo, our deputy executive minister. We would like to give our special thanks to Brother Eduardo Vimanalo, our executive minister of the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ, for allowing us to have programs like today's show here on INC Radio. Thank you for tuning in and spending part of your day with us. If you like today's show, be sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And coming up next, we have INC Radio New Jersey. Until then, catch us again next week here on INC Radio Washington, D.C. studio every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And remember, stay inspired, stay connected, and most of all, stay unstoppable. Bye!
Bye everyone.
Bye.